I went book shopping a lot. Do I have an issue? Maybe. Am I still gonna continue buying books? Most likely. Hello and welcome back to another video of mine, which in this case is a book haul. It's September right now, so fall is approaching and I don't know what it is, but with the weather becoming a bit more rainy and gloomy, I'm really more in the mood for reading books. That's what I wanted to say. This is the first book haul here from me being in the US. If you don't know, I am German, but I'm studying in the Netherlands and we don't really have a Barnes & Noble and we don't have a Books A Million, so I cannot help myself at times. You know, we also don't have a Target. I mean, what am I supposed to do? But yeah, so I went book shopping a lot because, as I said, I think I have an issue. But that also means that there are going to be a few more book videos coming. Just because, I don't know, something inside of me sparked that interest again. Little fun fact about me, I don't think I ever said that in a video before, but when I was 14 years old, I actually had a book Instagram, like edit bookstagram, and I also had a book blog, and that went to the extent that I also got books sent to me. So yeah, if you're 14 years old and you do that, that was already like a big hobby of mine. So social media was always a hobby of mine. Also reading books was always something I was just loving, you know. And I'm starting to pick up that love for it again. Everything just started with books. Like my whole social media thing started with books. So right now I just feel like I'm stepping back to like my old self and I'm nourishing my inner child in that sense. No reminder here for you. If you really want to do something and you're too afraid to do it or you're too scared because you think other people are gonna judge you, just go for it. I mean, it is a tough choice to make and it is very difficult at times, but if you really are beginning to be authentically yourself and you do what you love to do, then there's just so much joy connected with this and so much pride that you're later on gonna feel about this. I mean, of course, there are also things and videos right now that I uploaded where I'm sometimes like, oh, that's a bit cringe, but like, I don't care anymore. I do this because I love it. Just do it, just go for it, because you're gonna have great memories attached to it at the end. And if not, you're gonna have a learning experience. That's just what I wanted to say. I know that was like, besides the book haul part right now, but still, I felt like that had to be said. The book haul I'm having for you right now is a bit all over the place. I started reading a bit more non-fictional books. I also had to buy a few books for university here, but I also picked up a lot of romance books again and also dystopian. Like, it's all over the place literally. So yeah, just grab yourself a tea or coffee, whatever you prefer. Let's get right into it. So the first book I have here is You Got This. Face Your Fear and Find Your Confidence. I found that very intriguing because right now I am facing my fear with moving abroad. And I just felt like this spoke to me on a deeper level just because I am a very fearful person. Well, that sounds very bad, but like I'm just very cautious of everything I do. So I felt like I could use this to step out of my comfort zone and try new things and just experience life with more open-mindedness, you know? So You Got This is just an inspirational non-fiction book. So here on the back it says it covers the importance of goal setting, practicing stoicism, fear hacking and sidestepping, and how to fake it till you make it. Oh. And I think it just is a very well written book. Like, I'm on page 30 right now and it's very interesting the way the author writes about it. That's what I got. The second book I got, and I'm telling you, it's really all over the place, it's Beach Read. It's a summer read, right? And I just said I'm more in the fall vibe right now. Yeah, but like, I mean, I moved to the beach now and I was like, I need to buy this book. This is literally my excuse for every purchase I make. Like, I need this because of that and that. But okay, never mind. So I read from Emily Henry, I read Book Lovers, and I really loved it. Like, I remember there wasn't a phase where I wasn't so much into reading, but I still loved her style of writing and how she came up with the story, and it still stuck with me to this day. So Beach Read was a story that I was interested in regardless, and now I felt like this would actually be a very nice story to read at the beach, to just fulfill all the cliches, right? Then I saw that Barnes & Noble had this thing of like buy one, get one 50% off. I don't know how you do it, but I cannot resist that. I was like, okay, I need to look for the other book because I found one book that I'm gonna show you now that I wanted to buy anyways, and it was for that offer. So I was like, okay, let's go for it. So it's The 7-Year Slip, and I really wanted to read this book. And then I saw that it has the sticker on it, and I was like, okay, I need to find another book just because. Not really necessary, but I felt like I would be saving money, which technically I did not because I spent more, but in my mind I saved money. Logic. This is playing in New York, and it's about an apartment that's like sort of bewitched or something, and it's like a romantasy type of thing. I don't think it's necessarily fantasy, but maybe it's rom-com. I don't know. I really cannot tell you much about it. I was just really intrigued, and I've heard that it's really, really good. So yeah, and it gives me fall vibes. Perfect time to read it, I guess. Also, how cute are these together? Like, just the aesthetic, you know? I love it. Then, because I needed to pick up a second book, I chose Chase Me. Why did I say it like this? A broke and beautiful novel, it says, and it's a very thin book. I think I'm gonna fly through this one. And it's playing in New York. Again, I had a theme going there, and I find it very cute, like the skyline is like in between these chapters. I think that's really cute. So it's just a love story playing in New York. I think that's about it, I guess. I don't know, I cannot tell you much about it. I mostly bought it because it had that sticker and because it was playing in New York. Oops. I'm briefly gonna go over the books I need to read for uni because I had to buy them, and I think they might be interesting to you if you enjoy non-fiction. The first one is Secrets of Power Negotiating, Inside Secrets from a Master Negotiator, and I just felt like this might be a very good non-fiction book when it comes to business, because negotiation is even now still important, I guess. Yeah, I think I just have to read it. Like, I really cannot tell you much about it now, but it's for my selling course, so I don't know yet. I don't know yet if that's good, but I can keep you updated if you want. And the second one I have to read is Never Lose Again. Become a top negotiator. There's a topic going there. By asking the right questions. And what I've seen is that this is made out of different questions. Yeah, here. So you have a question and then you get the answers for it. So every single little chapter is made out of a lesson and a question instead of typical chapters, which I found very interesting. I don't know if that's a good book either, but like, if you've read one of these, let me know. But yeah, I just briefly wanted to go over these because these are not the main focus of the video, but still interesting, I guess. So now we come to an impulse purchase, but I'm also gonna upload a reading vlog, just so you know. But I bought The Hunger Games. And I know I could have bought The Hunger Games over 10 years ago, but I never read them. I literally never read Hunger Games in my life. I watched the movies 2 times now. I started to like the movies more the older I got, but I don't know, I never got onto the hype, and now I was really in the mood for it. And there was no other book that I wanted to pick up as badly as Hunger Games, and I was like, I don't know what it is. You know, I really do not know what it is. So I started reading this one, and then what else was there left for me to do? Then pick up the other 2 parts of the trilogy. I had no other choice, you know? So I got Catching Fire and Mockingjay. Yeah, that's the final book, that's the second book. Yeah, I really do not know. That's the thing, that's why I was like looking at it a second time, because I literally do not know the order. The song of ballads and something, like the story about snow, I really don't know what it's called right now, but the 4th book, like the spin-off thing, I thought about buying it, because I literally thought it came out this year somewhere, but it's been out for 3 years. But I saw on Goodreads that it didn't have so many good reviews, so I was like, why would I buy something that I'm not even that interested in? Because I'm reading this book right now and I love it, but I really could not care less about Snow. I mean, I feel like he's just a douchebag. I don't think you can make that better. Like, I don't think you can redeem him for everything he's done. And people on Goodreads said it's a very slow-paced book, and I'm afraid of getting back into a reading slump, so I don't think that's gonna be the best thing for me to do right now. Maybe after I stop the series, maybe I'm gonna miss it and I'm gonna miss the vibe, so then I'm maybe gonna pick it up again, but for now I don't think I'm gonna buy the 4th book. But if you've read it and you can recommend it to me, or you cannot recommend it to me, please just leave me a little review down in the comments, because I'm really intrigued to hear your opinion about it. And make sure to also subscribe to this channel if you do not want to miss my reading vlog, and there are a lot of fun videos coming, so if you don't want to miss that, make sure to click that subscribe button. Okay, then, so at the start of me coming here, I went to Books A Million. I don't know why it never stood out to me, but I've never heard of Books A Million in my life before. And suddenly we drove past it and I was like, wait a second, that looks good, I want to go in there. The amount of excitement and happiness I felt when I saw that they have secondhand books, like used books, but I was like, oh my god, thank you. Because since I'm only here for a few months, I'm like, I don't want to always buy new books, because what if I don't like it? Then I might as well keep it here or resell it, right? So having the option of reselling a book is already amazing for me, I think. And also getting them for a cheaper price is really, really beneficial. And also, I mean, it's better for the environment, right? Like, I don't know why, but recently I'm really trying to be more mindful about my purchases. I know it doesn't seem like that because I'm filming an entire book haul, but I'm trying to be a bit more aware of what I'm doing. When I saw then Stealing Infinity, I was really, really happy, because I've been meaning to read this book for a long time now. I saw it in a German bookstore a few months ago and I was really intrigued, and I thought I mean, it doesn't make sense because Alice Noel doesn't sound like a German name, but for some reason I thought it's a German author. It is not. And I wanted to read it in the original language, which obviously is English. I had it on my iPad, like on my wish list, sort of, like, I don't know what it's called, like the books that I want to read. Had it saved in there and I never picked it up. But now I was like, I saw this for, what was it, $5.97. I was like, okay. It's like it just has this thing on there. So I got it. And I'm very happy about this because it's a really interesting story. I don't know like if it's a standalone or if it's a part of a series. If anyone knows, please leave it also in the comments because I'm hella confused. I don't know, it's just an interesting story, I think. It says, why borrow time when you can steal it? Yeah, then it's just a dialogue. So it's about time traveling and stuff, and I think it also has some romance in it. I don't know. I don't know anything because I haven't read it yet, but I'm really excited for this one. The stack is like getting bigger and bigger. It's embarrassing at this point. Okay, then the second book I got at Books A Million is Frequency, The Power of Personal Vibration. I don't know if you've been following my channel for a while now, but I am a lot into mindset, spirituality, and I just love self-improvement. Yeah, I also have a podcast about self-improvement and mindset, so if you want to check that out, I'm gonna leave it up here somewhere. I just felt like this might get me back into like the physics behind everything again, because I am very intrigued in learning more about it still, because I think vibrations and everything, you can prove them physically, but I'm just not that type of girl, you know? Like I don't know a lot about physics, and I felt like just reading an entire book about frequencies and what it is, it might also spark a bit more spirituality in me again. I felt like this might be a good book, so I felt like it was a sign to finally get back into it. And then the last book, I feel like this ties everything perfectly together right now, is Positive Manifestation, Powerful Affirmations and Meditations to Create the Life You Want. I saw this on like the discounted part of Barnes & Noble, and it's so pretty. I cannot. It is such a cute book. The way it's made up, it's so gorgeous. And it's just a little reminder. I mean, technically I know a lot of these things that are in here. It's like recognizing a block, what is your heart chakra, mirror work, and the creative flow. All these interesting things, how to create a vision board. It's just like everything you need to know about manifestation and mindset all in one book, and how to understand yourself. And I think for me the most important part was actually to have affirmations and meditations in there. This gave a good energy. I don't know why, but it gives a good energy. I mean, it's also very pretty. This was everything. This was my book haul. Thank you so much for watching. As I said, if you liked this video, make sure to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to this channel to not miss out on any new uploads. I would really love to have you in the family. Have a beautiful and blissful day, and I'm gonna see you next week. Bye!